Hello, and welcome to Neverwinter Nights 2, and this will be part 91. In the previous episode, we were knighted and were given various different tasks that we were asked to complete. Relatively simple tasks, such as finding a way to be able to dispatch of the Shadow Weavers on a permanent basis, gather some allies, and find a way into the King of Shadows stronghold thing in order to bash him about. Everything sounds incredibly easy. So Aldernon had some suggestions on what we could do, but we have some other things we need to get done. So let us start doing on just that. Of course, starting by try again. Start by going the wrong way because that's what I do. Anyway.
They're back.
It's me, Captain. You got the letter about the King of Shadows, right? Brother Maxwell and I have had some fine adventures since then. We're hoping you have another quest for us.
Don't forget Huan and Condril.
Of course, and them too. So, do you have any jobs for us?
Choose your words carefully, Captain. With this lot, a misplaced word could send them to the 9 hells.
The King of Shadows was once the guardian of the Ilfan Empire. We need...
Ilfan Empire, you say? Guardian to boot? We have a new quest.
You really should let the captain finish.
Candrel, Juan, prepare the horses. We ride immediately.
Don't you think we should ask?
We've tarried here enough, Brother Maxwell.
Yes, Darid. Sorry again about this.
Hopefully, they'll stay out of too much trouble.
Yeah, hopefully. Just an observation, by the way, which is rather, I assume, pointless to most potential viewers, but I have a thing about voices and faces, and Darrett's voice, I am sure, is the in-game, not narrator, but voiceover in the early Stronghold games. Place the Granary Sire. That guy. I'm fairly sure it's the same voice. I could be mistaken. Anyway, we have a guy in here. Ha! I tried to make it funny. Who needs to be told about the locations we found. He has various different things to say, which are not particularly important, and I'm just going to skip past it. The important part is that once we give him information about Never's tomb, he has decided that we are qualified as an explorer, so to speak. And he tells us where a piece of hidden loot is in this keep. Another thing it tells us is how Neverwinter was founded. I'll give you the very short version. Apparently a sun elf, Halus Never was a sun elf, apparently. Him and his band of elves were making a last stand against some orcs, and he planted his sword, and his companions called it Never's Winter. But when things looked bleak, humans came and assisted the elves in the fighting off the barbarian hordes and the orcs, and they, on that very spot, founded what became Neverwinter. Quite interesting, actually. From a lore perspective, of course. If you don't care about lore, then it's... Anyway, we need to speak to our good friend Kana. I've informed the men that their captain has been knighted. The keep is now not only yours by duty, but by right as well. When we first met, I could tell that greatness was inside you. As always, I am honored to serve. How may I be of service, Captain? Should probably talk in depth about the men and their sergeants, because of course we have a new sergeant who we can assign. What of Bevel? He said his only experience at West Harbor was in the militia. If all harbor men are as tough as you and he, what I would give to have some more. His experience in combat, he has a natural skill at leading men. He will make a capable sergeant with training. But more than training, there are undercurrents in him. He wobbles like an ill-balanced blade. If those are addressed, he will become even more capable. He's broken then. Not broken, Captain, just damaged. Not beyond repair. I plan to train him to lead the patrols on the high road, but as always, if you have other orders. We want to make sure that the high road patrols encourage more merchants to use them. I can see your point, Captain. I believe he has a way with people. Are you sure about the training, Captain? Once he's trained and assigned, we can't effectively put him on something else. I'm certain. Excellent, I'll see to it at once. Now, Beryl is locked, and this is why we had to talk to him, because making him feel better makes him a better sergeant, apparently. So, Beryl, and we can talk to her again. I have news from Lord Nasher. A war levy is being collected from all farmers and merchants. Half of this tax will go to Lord Nasher, the other half to the local Lord on Knight. It is your discretion how high the levy is, although Lord Nasher expects a certain amount of gold from each landed knight. How much do you want the levy to be? Pay 6,000 gold. I want to spare my farmers from this levy. That is extremely generous of you. I'll send a coin to Lord Nasher shortly. How may I be of service? Organize demand, patrolling roads in the lands. Cool. Actually, well, never mind. Can do that later. Not important. But we need to head outside because we have more to build. The construction is complete, Captain. I'm eager to hear what you want us to do next. Rebuild something. The tower and the old church. The old church is rebuilt already, so what are your plans for the tower? Can we rebuild the guard tower for the 9? Yes, that is easily done. Rebuilding is easy. Trivial, even. Pay 50,000 gold. Rebuild the guard tower for Sir Neverwinter. Cool. So much to do. This will effectively be the final building we need to build in this place. Meaning, of course, that anything we have now is spare cash. Which we can blow on buying equipment and that kind of stuff. And that may be of some importance. Something I need to check here. No? There's a familiar face.
I see the moon has been at your back. You look well.
Dagon, it's been a long time.
The mare has grown dark, and many villagers needed help in leaving before it was too late. And I have sought the scent on the breeze to learn of the Dark Hunter, King of Shadows. More can still be learned in the mare, but I have discovered something and had to tell you at once.
If it's about West Harbor, I know. I saw it destroyed.
I heard one of the scouts was asking about me. Oh, well met. You're Dagon, aren't you? Your daughter has...
I am Dagon, yes. And you are Eleni, of the Circle of the Mare.
Once of the Circle, yes. What do you want?
This is purely for influence gain with Eleni. I won't have you sending her on dangerous missions like you did with Bethel and I.
No, it's all right. I want to know why he's here.
It does concern her. It concerns you both. As I hounded the trail of the Dark Hunter and his minions, I came across something I thought lost. The druids of our lands, the Circle of the Mare, still live.
That's impossible. You're mistaken. If they were alive, I would know.
I can only venture to the swamp for brief periods of time. The reeds and waters feast on the living now. I followed the druids, and they had a ritual I think sustained them, even in the claimed lands.
The Circle! They must have found a way to restore part of the mare. Keep it from the influence of the shadows. If so, we need to find them. They can tell us more about what's happening in the mare than anyone. And if we can get them to ally with us, We may even be able to stop what the King of Shadows is doing to the land itself.
If these druids are as powerful as you say, they would make valuable allies.
That was my thought as well. Thank you for understanding.
Then you must make haste at once, if this is your course of action.
Thanks for bringing us this information, Father.
No gratitude is necessary. We are at war and it must be done. I will mark the location on your map. As for now, I have other duties in the defense of the Sword Coast and this keep, and I must see to them.
Your father's not one for showing emotion, is he? It's difficult to see how he raised you, and you turned out so different.
Well, you see, never mind. Dagon has a good heart. He sacrificed much to raise me, properly.
It sure worked out well for you. I wish others had had the same fathers. Regardless, we need to find the circle. But as for reaching the location, that could be difficult.
I thought I heard the cries of a damsel in distress. Someone had to fill Chandra's role, eh?
Bishop, this doesn't concern you, so stop spying on us.
My dear, with you around, it pays to be extra watchful. As for you, Captain, heard your father was playing scout. I wanted to meet him, tell him what a wonderful girl he raised. All of the Sword Coast is thankful, I'm sure.
Bishop, I suggest you watch your tongue.
Oh, I will. But before you reprimand me, why don't you find out if you need a guide first, since your father seems so anxious to get away from you? So where are these friends of yours, Druidess? I'm sure we're all dying to know where they rabbited off to.
They're in the Mare, along the northwestern reaches, near the settlements the orcs attacked many years ago during their incursion into Neverwinter.
I suspected that might be one of the places. As for the incursions, it wasn't just orcs. That's near an area the King of Shadows isn't likely to have claimed. Yet. Might be a good staging area to look for your dead druid friends.
Dagon says they're alive.
Maybe for now. Still, if you want to go, I can guide you to a safe port on the edge of the marsh.
All right. That would be welcome.
Did you just offer to help, Bishop? I'm not sure I heard you right.
It's not me you should be suspicious of, but that's up to you. And it doesn't sound like we've got much time. Something tells me those friends of yours may have to move around a lot if they want to avoid the shadows.
Yes. Bishop's probably right.
All right then, I'll set out now. I'll start scouting the path, and join up with you only when need be. It'll save us all a lot of time.
Pardon me, Captain, but if I could just, have a moment of your time...
If you don't want a dagger between your ribs, I suggest you ask for alms elsewhere.
He just redeemed himself a tiny little bit. Anyway, we are forced to be parted up at LNA, but
Everyone, follow me!
everyone, there's only... oh, no man. As per usual, urgent, quick, hurry, 6 months later. So, time for some new spells to be memorized. Level 3. Dehydrate, just to get a different spell, why not? Level 5. Cold like a storm. Might be worth having a restoration spell available. Level 6. Crumble is only against constructs. It will do no damage to anyone else but constructs, but it does quite heavy damage against constructs. But extract water elemental. Basically extracts the bodily fluids of a target, and I'm fairly sure if the target dies, water elemental will be formed from their bodily fluids. Lovely, isn't it? Some of these spell effects are rather unpleasant. You know, just get another regenerate. Level 7 sunbeams, I think she's got one heal. That should be plenty. Sunbeams are extremely powerful against undead. Then level 8. Bombardment is a fun one even, and a sunburst. Yeah. Oh, she's got a level 3 as well, 2 as well. Even I can read. What can we give her there? Body of this, is that the one that... Okay, it's only enemies. Cool. That looks a lot right.
Come with me.
Just want to see if there's more we need to speak to Bevel about. How you doing? Tell me everything with friends, you can talk to me. What on earth are you sorry? I should be asking you forgiveness for what you've suffered. Many heroes have had problems, you can work on them. Anything else? How you doing? Oh. Sir Navarre. Aha. That's because the building hasn't been built yet. But let's go up and check that church out. It should be up here. Church of Tyr. If I can work my way around it. I need to render some stuff before we go, but I might do that off recording. Eva the Blessed. This home you have provided me and my people is beyond any of my expectations. We are unworthy of it, and thank you. The Reverend Judge Uskar sends his greetings. He speaks highly of you and your works. As for the church we built here, we plan to help tend to the needs of your people, both with the blessings of the divine and work, as measure of thanks for what you've done for us. I'd like to know more about you. Blah blah blah. Him and his brother were out adventuring, and his brother was killed, and he was avenged. His death was avenged by a paladin, and that's why he turned to Tyr. Can your church help to keep? Kala has thoughtfully provided a merchant who will sell our remedies and enchanted items to the people of your keep. You can also prove most effective at tending your injured even. When battle comes to your doorstep, know that my men and I are not ignorant of the arts of war. The pursuit of justice is not for the weak of heart or hand. Well, your faith may be different from mine, but you might want to check in with me now and again. Perhaps I can help you on your path, holy warrior. Hint, hint, hint. Come back and speak to him at one point or another. Might be a very good reason to do so. Crafting book, let's just get it. Should be a scroll in here. Storm of Vengeance. I like the fact that you hover over it and it says, this is a scroll of Storm of Vengeance, and then you pick it up and then, what is this item? This is a scroll. Bizarre. Whatever, don't ask questions, you might get answers. A shopkeeper. Well met, Captain. I'm now working with Reverend Eva to sell things to people for his church. You want to look at what's available? Just ask. 308,000 gold piece shield. That's gotta be good. Plus 5 shield, plus 4 wisdom. Resistance, acid, electrical, fire, sonic 10, cold 15, 14 spell resistance. That's not a bad shield. The problem is, of course, we have a +3 shield already with spell resistance of 12, which I don't care about because I'm going to cast the spell resistance, which gives much higher spell resistance, but we have a necklace that will give us 4 wisdom as well, so the shield will not give us any wisdom. That doesn't mean I couldn't, if I sort of fell over 308,000 gold pieces, I couldn't buy it for someone like Casimir. Girdle of Holy Might. Examine. No. Bonus level 5, 6, and 7 spell. That's not bad. We've got of weapons, Axe of the Holy, Hammer of Light, Master's Mace. Nothing special here. Scroll of Mars Heal for 724 gold pieces. I'll take that. Potion of Heal. Only one. A shame. It's not bad to have them in potion form. You can't get interrupted drinking a potion. You can still provoke attack of opportunities, but it won't be interrupted, so in case you will badly need to get a heal off. Greater Amulet of Health. Not bad. Technically I could. Couldn't I? I could technically buy that one and the shield and equip both. That's not such a bad idea, perhaps. You know, let's get these things identified. I could get it done for free. They only charge 25 gold pieces. 20 slashing resistance, that is rather powerful. Ceremonial shield, I was about to say sword. That cloak we can sell. Gold ring. Peasant Dynasty is a karma. It's a nice karma, but it's a karma, and yeah. Wand of Sleep. Completely and utterly pointless because anything above 4 hit dice are immune. So, Wizard's Ally. Not bad. Maybe something for sand, I don't know. Armor. Mirrored armor. No. Neverwinter 9 tunic. Not bad, but it requires a prestige class. Neverwinter 9. I'll just hold on to it for now because it's an item, you know? Blessing of the Day Star. Damage bonuses versus evil on d6. Now, if only I used longswords, or Casimir used longswords. I'm not going to pay to have these scores identified. You know what, I'm just going to park that up in the back of holding for now, I think. The same with the dagger. Let's just sell these things except for the cloak. The Hodian Strength belt we have no use for. That's... I'll keep that for now. The short sword's pointless. There's having a power, horse shield. Amulet of Will. That we can get rid of. Hammer of the Wisp we can get rid of. Rainbow armor. Armor of Comfort. Robes of the Shining Hand +4. Let's hold onto that for the moment. 388,000 gold pieces actually. You know, I'm just here now. I may as well just render this crap. Shouldn't take too long. What a bit of luck. Well, I don't particularly want her in melee combat, so I'll just give her all the bullets to get rid of them, and then get her sling at some point. Should be possible. Think if there's one useful there. It might be useful, I don't know. But we'll come back and deal with the vendoring business later on. But boring as it may be, I will end this part here. And when we come back, we are going to go and sort the remaining bits we have to do here before we go out and about and look for allies. There will be episodes, as I said before, where the action is going to be absolutely minimal. And I do apologize about that, but it's part of the experience. So for now, thanks for watching, take care, see you next time, bye bye.